Hey guys, I've had requests to show how I would work on the pubic bone articulation in play. I will show how I work on the doll first, just for context, and then I'll show how I do the exercises with my son. He's very busy and he's 4 years old, so hopefully it will provide you with some play ideas on how you can work on the pubic bone. When it comes to the pubic bone, it's important to note that it is very crucial for all developmental milestones, from rolling over to jumping to being able to push. When there's issues with the articulation of the pelvis, then there will be issues with all of these milestones. The articulation of the pelvis is very important for us, for our push-pull milestones, in order to move effectively through gravity. It is through the rotation of the pelvis and the weight transfer of the pelvis that provides us with that strength and that force that we're looking for. It's not necessarily having strength. It's more about appropriately articulating the movements of this within gravity that gives us that power that we're looking for. Things to note when it comes to the pubic bone is articulation of the pubic bone can be affected by various different things, like vision, or if you have hip structure abnormalities, hip dysplasia, coxvalga, coxavera, all those kinds of things. My son struggles with a lot of his pelvis articulations because he was late to walk. He had more of a coxvalga angle than was typical for his age, which meant that I needed to work on it to improve not only his hip structure, but also the articulation of his hips. So Michelle's always talking about making sure that you get reports, read your reports, be mindful of what the reports are showing you so that you can help to improve the milestone despite any sort of visual or structural deficiencies that you might be dealing with. The first exercise that I suggested was working with your child in kind of like a horsey position. You can do this off the couch. You can do this like I am here if you have a smaller child, where they're just literally sitting on your lap. And basically what you're doing is you have your movement lesson touch, where you're not holding or grabbing. You're just here lightly supporting the rotation and the roll of the trochanter into the pelvis, and the pelvis for the forward rolling and backward rolling movements that we're looking to teach the body how to effectively make use of. This, and you're just playing horsey. You're gently rolling the pelvis forward and rolling the pelvis backwards, rolling the pelvis forward and rolling the pelvis backwards. You can do this forward facing. You can also do this with the child facing towards you. You're supporting them whatever is most efficient for them developmentally, but basically you're just playing horsey and you're like, all right, giddy up, here we go, whoa, and stop, whoa, and stop. Another thing that I've been doing with my son that has been effective for him working on that pubic bone strike is I make use of my whole body movements to input that whole body movement into him. So one of the games that we would play was I would just put him on my chest and I would roll backwards, having my hands underneath his bum. I'd be rolling his feet up, and as I rolled up, I would be rolling the pelvis down for the feet to articulate down to the ground. Just to see that one more time, what it looks like with the doll, I have my child in my lap. I'm spreading my legs. He's sitting here between my legs like this. I'm rolling back. I'm helping to roll the pelvis up, and then we're going up and helping him place his feet down to the ground. As the pelvis rolls up, it curls the sacrum and the coccyx under, and when we're rolling up, we want the pelvis to roll out to bring the legs down into that stand, because when the sacrum and the coccyx curls out, that goes all the way up the spine since they are connected. So as this part of the pelvis is rolling out, the entire curvature of the spine will go all the way up to the head, which will nicely bring your child into standing. Mwah. Glenn, I need a kiss. Mwah. Kiss. If you need more support, you put your hands right here along the back, having the pelvis roll in. That's how you would work with them facing towards you. Let's show how we would work facing against. Hands here, and ready, and whoa! Hold on, pony, hold on. If your child needs some more support, you can have your hand on the chest and roll through the pelvis. Get ready to throw these at my camera. Come here, ready? Hold on, hold on. We're going for a pony ride and we're gonna throw. 1, 2, 3, throw. 1, 2, 3, throw. Good, now we gotta throw from the other hand. Throw it with that hand, throw. Woo. I'm just staying with his movements. He's all over the place, that's okay, but every time he was throwing, I was offering that light rotation for him forward. Maybe not necessarily playing horsey, but even incorporating in different games in play. And I'm getting that nice pubic bone strike when I'm getting him to throw, and I'm assisting him and giving him the most effective movements possible. Nice. Oh no, you're falling. You're boom. Just that simple rolling of the pelvis back, guiding the legs down into that pubic bone strike for a proper stance. We just play games, different games that I can get what I'm looking for out of him. And sometimes it's not successful, he still keeps it curled, but that's okay. Still trying to get that nice strike out of him. The more he practices the strike, the better the strike is gonna become. It's gonna, increase those neural connections for what it feels like when we're in that position. If they never get experience for that position, then they're never gonna go into the position. Flying. Supporting the chest when he gets up. So that movement's successful. He's not worried about falling, so he's still going to perform the activity because I'm supporting him. And he knows that he's safe, so he can effectively get that nice roll out of the push of the sacrum, the roll out of the coccyx without fear of falling if his balance is off in the upper chest. So you can be in both positions, roll and support. Roll and support. Just doing these kind of movements in play, whether it's doing it on the floor and rolling them out, doing it on your knee and rolling them out. We're just trying to get this kind of nice momentum, nice pump to get in that appropriate roll that you're looking for. If you have any questions, need any clarity, post them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer that I can. And say thanks, guys.
Yay! Thanks, guys.
See you next time. Woo!